everyone, and welcome back to my channel. It is Paris Simone here. Thank you for tuning in. This is your first time. Thanks for stopping by. Hopefully by the end of this video, you decide you want to stick around. If it is not, then I appreciate you for coming back and having some time with your girl. We're here, okay? So I wanted to come by, and as you can see from the title of the video, I wanted to start a new series called TalksOverTea. And I wanted to just come and sit down, be real cozy and chill with y'all, talk about some life situations and, just some topics that I'm gonna be discussing further on. So what I wanted to do was, of course, I do like to drink tea. I got my Sagittarius mug here. My best friend bought me this for my birthday. So yeah, I have my Sagittarius mug here, and today I'm drinking on some lemon ginger probiotic tea. And how I like to make my tea is with apple cider vinegar, like 1.5 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, a lot of honey, and I like to put 2 to 3 slices of squeezed lemon inside the tea. So yeah, that's what we're drinking today. It's a little hot, so I'm gonna wait to drink it. So as you can also see from the title, I quit my full-time job. I have left my full-time job, my 9-to-5 job, and I'm currently doing my own thing. Today is actually my first full day. I believe today is August 27th. Today is my first full day of being fully unemployed. And I put in a 2 weeks notice at my job 2 weeks ago, just because, so I'll get into that in a second. So today is my first day being unemployed. I have been working since the age of 15. I'm 28 now. I've had a job consistently for the past 13 years. And it feels very weird to not have that right now. I had a job. I work in the field of social services, and I had a job when I moved out here to Dallas that I was doing, and hold on, let me taste my tea. Oh Lord. Okay, it's a little hot. So I had a job here in Dallas, and again in the social services field, and from the get-go, I did like the job. It wasn't something that I necessarily loved, but it was one of those things okay, you have bills to pay now, you better learn to like it. And so it was a field where I could help people, and that's something I really enjoy doing. I do love helping people. But as the time progressed, I knew the job wasn't necessarily for me at least 4 to 5 months into it. And at that point, I was kind of just getting started, getting my foot in the door from training and whatnot. And so I had this idea that it just wasn't for me. But still in all, like I said, I have bills. So I had to keep going, keep pushing. And so it just got to a point where the job just started to take a toll on me. I was thinking about work after work, before work, and it was just stressing me out, if that makes sense. It got to a point, like I mentioned in my last video, where I would just wake up and I would be so overwhelmed already at 8 o'clock in the morning, and I would just work from my bed. And I just was not happy. I didn't feel fulfilled. I hated the job. It was getting to a really bad point. And there was something that happened. It got really busy over the summertime. And so yeah, I was really overwhelmed. There we go. I was really overwhelmed, and I'm a person, I usually can work well under pressure. But I just was not happy. It's I didn't have the willpower to even try to work through the pressure, if that makes sense. And something happened where there were some, I'm really funny about how people talk to me, and something was said to me in a tone that I didn't like. And so I was I'm about to quit. But I kind of I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to make a decision out of anger or things like that, because usually whenever I do make those types of decisions, I end up regretting it. And I was you know what? I don't think I'll be able to do this. I was definitely becoming more and more stressed out, depressed, anxious because of a job. And I personally, and I don't, it's okay if you feel differently, but I personally don't feel a paycheck is enough for me to sacrifice my mental health. And I feel like with this day and age, especially with our generation, millennials and whatnot, like we are definitely at a point where we want to explore the world and opportunities outside of a 9 to 5. So that's why I did it. I typed the email to my supervisor and her supervisor, and was pretty much just like, I appreciate the opportunity for, allowing me to work with the, agency, things like that. But, my last day, my day of resignation is going to be such and such. I feel like it needs more honey. My date of resignation is going to be such and such date. And so I sat on the email. When I first typed it, it was 10/11. I had been seeing 111 for weeks, so it was 10/11. I was like, I'm not going to send it yet. I'm not going to send it. So I, continued to work. Didn't send anything. Email was still sitting there. And then, I will go back to it. I reread it, and I was like, nah. I exited out of it, saved it as a draft. I didn't send it. So I did that for a little over an hour. And then next thing I know, I looked again. Well, I was in the kitchen, and I looked at like the time on my thing, and it was like 11:01. And I was like, girl, it's been an hour. Like, come on now. And so I was like, nah, I'm not going to do it. Not yet. And so I just so happened to look up again at 11:11 on my laptop screen. I was like, you know what? It's in my heart to do it. I know what type of life I want to live for myself. Like, I'm just go ahead and do it. Y'all, I was even trying to get like an emergency session with my therapist, because I was like, excuse me, I want to make sure like I'm making this decision because I want to. I'm not being impulsive. I'm not being like crazy. Like, I need to talk to her. But I was like, you know what? This is my decision. I know, like I said, what kind of life I want to live. I know that this job is not serving a purpose for me. And I know that I couldn't see myself remaining in that position for the next couple of years and miserable. I'm sorry, I can't do it. So I sent the email, and I was like, damn, I really just did it. I really just turned in like my resignation. Like, what the hell? But immediately after I sent it, it was like a sigh of like relief. Like, I'm not going to say all the weight of the world just lifted off of me, but at least half of it, because I felt so much like lighter. As happy as I was about making that decision, it was just like my anxiety kicked in, and it was like, you're going to lose your benefits. Like, and I had great benefits through the company. I'm not even going to lie about that, but I was concerned about my benefits. And it's like, it's not like I'm at home living with family or something to where I can just like quit a job and I'll figure it out. But I know if anything, I got me. So, it's going to be no problem for me to take care of myself. But, keep in mind, I'm also doing hair on the side and whatnot. And then my hair business started to flourish over these last couple of months, which if y'all are in Dallas and y'all need some protective styles done, braids, faux locks, anything like that, check the link down below, book an appointment. But anyway, so I just, said, well, it must be the time. I know the life I want to live. I don't want to be working a 9 to 5. I don't want to continue to work for somebody else and make somebody else money when I'm getting like the short end of the stick, But I feel like it's definitely time for me to put some fire under my ass, because like, one thing about me, y'all, and I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all can relate, I'm gonna be good. I know how to take care of me, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, I've always been a person who fights. Like, I'm not physical, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I fight through things, and I find a way how to work things out. And it's been like this since I've been fighting since I was born. I was premature, almost died from a spinal infection, you know what I mean? As a child, like, I refuse to go back to having little or nothing, I refuse to not be able to provide myself with a life that I feel I deserve, because we all are worthy of abundance. That's just a birthright. And so I just want everybody to understand that, like, even if you love your job, great. I am by all means not telling everybody to go and quit your job, because I understand, one, that is some people's only source of income. Trust me, I definitely understand it. Two, some people love their jobs. Some people are doing the job of their dreams. I have not come across the job of my dreams yet. I don't think I ever will find a job that is my dream with working for someone else. That's just me personally. That's just me personally. I don't feel like me clocking in is, what I aspire to do or how I aspire to be. That's just me. But what I'm saying is we have to learn how to trust ourselves, trust the universe, trust God, whatever you believe in, and realize that our mental health, our well-being is more important than being unhappy. Because being unhappy, you're gonna end up making yourself sick, to be honest. But yeah. Oh. Yeah, so yesterday I went and turned in my equipment on Thursday the 26th. I went and turned in my equipment. And I don't know, still very surreal. I kind of can't believe I did it. Like, actually did it. I'm in a whole new state. But the good thing about the market here in Dallas is, like, if I decide I want to go and get a job next week, I could, go and do that. The job market here is, like, popping. But I do have other things planned, for my life and whatnot. Things to hopefully bring me to a place of financial stability and security and financial freedom. That's very important to me. I know I deserve a life of luxury, and it's time for me to go out and get it. In one sense, it's like I'm giving up so much control, but I'm also taking control over my life, because now it's literally like flight or fight. Fight, flight, or freeze. Fighting is what I'm doing. I'm about to go ham. Like, I have to do what I gotta do to support me, you know what I mean? You're gonna flight, that's running away from your problems. Going back home, I can easily do that. I can break my lease, pack up my stuff, and go home, but I'm not. I have to stay here in Dallas and fight. Or are you gonna freeze? Sit, mope, wonder what you can do? What are you gonna do? Just give up? So I'm choosing to be a fighter. I've always been a fighter, like I said, and I definitely have some great support behind me. I haven't told many people about my decision to leave my job, because nowadays people are so used to having some type of financial security coming from a job that a lot of people just don't understand. So hopefully everything goes well, and I'll definitely try to keep y'all as updated as possible with my new journey. I am definitely going to be putting the pedal to the metal. The decision is made. Your girl is officially unemployed. I have joined the great resignation. And yeah, if I decide to return back to a job, it's because I fell flat on my ass. But knowing who I am, I don't know how likely that's going to be, okay? Unless it's a job I love. But like I said, I'll keep y'all updated as possible. Are you happy with your current job? If not, what are you going to do about it? Are you going to wait to find another one before you leave? Are you going back to school? Do you want to change career paths? What are you doing in order to make yourself more happy with what you do? I like to know. Let me down in the comment section down below. Looking forward to hearing from y'all. Do y'all think I made a good decision? Let me know. But until then, this has been Talks Over Tea. Until next time, I will see y'all later. Bye.